Hello friends and YouTubers. Today I'm headed here to the McDonald's in Downey. They're supposed to be having a big celebration, and we'll see you in a little bit. We're here at the iconic McDonald's in Downey. We have the Channel 7 news van here. Maybe they're giving away a free burger today. They got Channel 2 here too. Oh, Channel 7 right here.
Any plans for the future? Keep it going the next.
Hello. We're trying to get a t-shirt and an order here, but it's really busy. They're all out of the t-shirts, and I'm waiting on my order. '56 Chevy here. Beautiful color, huh? Good to be me. Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay there, Steven?
Are those more shirts?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
What are you looking for?
2X?
2X. We got some 2X.
Or a 1X?
We have 2X. We have more XLs than
Okay,
2X.
because they were out and I was going to leave. I want to get one. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Well, I don't want to miss my order. They're calling out the numbers. Let's go in and check out all the nostalgia from McDonald's. Kind of hard to look at everything with all the reflections. High five! Oh, here's Mac tonight. Right there. The history of McDonald's corporate logos.
You want to take a picture with Ronald? Oh, that's the moon.
McDonald's has the great assembly line food processor that did. You deserve a break today. What was that? Thank you very much.
Thanks to the power of advertising, McDonald's became an American icon.
This was the original spot where you'd order your hamburgers.
2 all-beef patties.
But they no longer use it for that now. It's just like a collective museum.
2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and sesame seed bun.
65, Crockett opened close to 700 restaurants in 44 states.
Go up to some points and somebody said, "Ray, you made $1 million today." And he used to laugh about it because he couldn't really conceive of anything of that nature.
3 years later, at a McDonald's convention, Crock gave an after-dinner speech, telling his guests he had achieved everything he ever wanted in life except for one thing. For once, Crock was not talking business. He was sending a message to the woman sitting next to him. He was now a McDonald's operator, Joan Smith, up to his hotel room.
Hey, they forgot to put the 84 Olympics up there. I have a few collector pieces from that year. You know, McDonald's was my very first job. I was 16 years old.
Within time, they were married.
Bye, Ronald. Nice colors on this car, they match. Let's go take a look at this dirty bird over here.
And then helped with the flathead V8. Or he helped.
Hey, Alan, we're all set over here, buddy.
Okay. I think he is a major character that needs to be a lot more. Absolutely. All he gets is poo-poo because of.
Let's take a look inside. Oh, they got the suicide doors. See if we can get a shot right here with this car.
Sean, are you out there anywhere?
We got him right here.
There he is. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Downey Conservancy, I'd like to present the original Speedy McDonald's, Downey California plaque right here. Thank you for 65 years of service to the Downey community. This is Mayor Pro Tem Rick Rodriguez.
Come on, you can do better than that. So, thank you and welcome. It's my pleasure to stand here and join with my fellow council colleagues and our entire community for this momentous occasion. As we stand here at this historic site, let us not forget how important this restaurant is to Downey. 65 years ago, the third McDonald's restaurant was opened. Now it is the oldest operating McDonald's restaurant and continues to be one of Downey's main tourist attractions. To us that live here, though it's part of our DNA, we grew up walking by here. The golden arches smiling wider and wider each time we walk by. This historic landmark is very much part of our rich history, and the memories it has brought simply cannot be replaced. Congratulations on your 65th anniversary. We are honored to share in this celebration and milestone, and we wish continued success for years to come for this business. Thank you and God bless you.
Yeah, son, give the shit.
Hello everyone, thank you again for joining us here on this momentous celebration. It's always a pleasure seeing everyone. I hope everybody's enjoying your hamburgers, and make sure and get some apple pies because they're really, really good.
One of my favorites.
Welcome everyone to the city of Downey. For those who aren't from our great city, my name is Alex Saab. I'm a Downey City Council member, and I want to tell you why this is so special to our community. It's special because it represents so much of our culture, so much of our ingenuity. The Kroc brothers really did change the way that the food industry and the fast food industry was done, and it really became part of our, not only of our food culture, but also our car culture. And we're so proud to have the original McDonald's here in Downey. And we want to thank the proprietor, proprietor, for supporting the McDonald's here at the corner of Lakewood and Florence. And we couldn't be prouder as a city. This really is an icon, and we hope to celebrate another 65 years. So enjoy, buy lots of hamburgers and milkshakes, and visit us again. Thank you.
Okay, so as you can see right here, we do have the proprietors. These are the Piazza family. We thank them for all their service here in Downey for all these years, keeping this place going. They've done an awesome job. You can see it looks beautiful today, guys. Thank you so much for allowing us to do this. Let's give them a hand, guys. Thank you.
Yes, this building that we are standing in front of has qualified for the National Register of Historic Places. It is not just a Downey landmark, it is a national, probably an international landmark as well. Well, thinking about this, I have been driving by this building for 40 some years as well, and I can remember the excitement when I saw, oh, it's an old McDonald's. There's still a lot of old McDonald's back in the 70s around. There aren't any more, not many. But when I was able to research and find out that this actually was the oldest remaining, and that it was unchanged since 1953, that's what really set me off in order to make it a landmark. But it always is. I return here, quite often. I live down in Orange County, and when I return here, I am always aware of the importance of Downey in saving this building. This building would not still be here if it were not for the character, the identity, the people of Downey, California. So I would like to thank all of you for working, loving this building, using it, buying here, etc. That is absolutely essential. But Downey is more than, Downey is just so much. It is the space program. The space shuttle and the Apollo program were built here in Downey in the 1950s and 60s. This is, again, not just of local interest, this is nationally important. And then you have the culture and the music. You have the Carpenters, you have the Blasters coming out of Downey. Now, what could it be that makes Downey have all, technology, popular culture, food, music? It's an extraordinary thing. And then I should also mention the car culture as well. We have these wonderful old cars parked here. And motorcycles here, which is also part of the character and the identity, the beauty of Downey, California. Now, what I appreciate about it, this building symbolizes all of that, but there is so much more that Downey has to be proud of. Now, I just wanted to say a couple more things. There are about 5, 6, 7, 8 people who were responsible for building, designing, creating this building here. None of them are still with us, except one that I'm going to tell you about. Richard and Mac McDonald, who started out in San Bernardino with their original drive-in restaurant, are gone. They hired Stanley Meston, an architect in Fontana, to design this, what became an internationally famous icon with the golden arches and the neon and the red and white stripes. Stanley Meston is no longer with us as well. But his assistant, his draftsman, who worked with him closely on the design of this building is still living. He's 92 years old. He lives down in San Diego. His name is Charles Fish. And I just talked with him yesterday. And he doesn't get out of the house too much anymore, but he's still as sharp as ever. But he did give me a message to give to all of you to thank you, that he would love to be here today if he could. And he told me a bit of a story as well, which kind of brings the whole thing back, that this is not just steel and glass and plaster. This is a real thriving human place. Because he told me when this opened, August 18th, 1953, that was a Tuesday, first day, and Stanley Meston, his office was up in Fontana, and he said to Chuck Fish, you take care of the office today, I'm going to go down to Downey and see this. He designed it, but he didn't really have in his contract any responsibility to construct it or to oversee it, but he was so fascinated by this stand. This was the closest one to be built. The first was built in Phoenix, so he didn't get over there. But when he had this one so near, he came down on opening day, and he got so enthusiastic about what he had designed, what McDonald Brothers had created, that he started to make hamburgers right back here on the grill. And then he came back the next day and made hamburgers again. So there's that sort of appeal that goes all the way back to the beginning. It's a very human place. It's a part of our culture, our identity as Downey people, but also as Southern Californians. And it's just a really wonderful thing to see how well it has been taken care of all of these years. So thank you everyone who has been taking care of this, both with the Downey Conservancy and with McDonald's here, and with the city of Downey as well. And I should mention the other two people who were responsible for this, Bud Landon and Roger Williams, who were the original franchisees, and they kept it going for 40 plus years as well. And again, without them, this would have disappeared long ago. So that's the only history lesson that I have, but I'll turn you over now to all of our favorites, favorite historian, Charles Phoenix.
Thank you, Alan Hess. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the world's oldest McDonald's. How much do we all seriously love this building, this place? Behold the glory. Am I right or wrong? Yes. Well, we are gathered here today because this American icon turned 65 years old. That is major, that is real, and that is deep. But this is more than a local landmark. It is more than a mid-century modern masterpiece of style and design, of culture, of so many other things. This is a world-class national treasure. Behold the glory! Am I right or wrong, you guys? Is this a world-class national treasure? Yeah. You could bring the Queen of England here. You could. You want to show her American ingenuity. You want to show her greatness. Show her McDonald's. First of all, the building. Yes, you heard me. It is a mid-century modern masterpiece, style-wise and otherwise. Look at it. This is the architecture of happiness. Alan Hess wrote the book on it. It's called Googie. That's G-O-O-G-I-E. You should go on Amazon as soon as you get your phone out right now and order it. Thank you for being the first one to really acknowledge this building and its importance. Thank you to those like Chris Nichols who were here in 1994, and Kathy Perez and George Red Fox and others who saved it from the wrecking ball. When the bulldozers were practically lined up around the corner. And I also want to say thank you to the Piazza family, to those of us who treasure American culture and history. You are heroes to us. Absolutely. Thank you for being such fine custodians of this national treasure. Also, you guys, how much do we love the sign over there? I know. Don't you love Speedy? Do you ever just stand back and just, for like an hour and a half, just stare at him? That's not enough time, though, because it would take a lifetime to realize the level of creativity, of greatness, of style, design, and everything else wonderful about that Speedy up there, who has been running in place since 1959. How much do you love his green bow tie? I I know. Also, by the way, let it be known this is the only McDonald's ever in the history of the universe that ever had a sign like this. How much do you love the fact that if you didn't know any better, you would think it was called hamburgers? It's so nice, hamburgers. They're so good. They named it twice, hamburgers. Your kind of place. And there it says, in that font of optimism, McDonald's, we have sold 500 million. Well, now it's a lot more than that. And may there be another 500 billion. Behold the glory of the world's greatest McDonald's. And by the way, one last thing I want to say. I don't want any of you ever to hold back in your pride of knowing this place exists. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, tell everyone about it wherever you go. Paris has the Eiffel Tower. New York has the Empire State Building. What does Downey have? The world's oldest McDonald's. Thank you.
Chris, so let me hand this right over to him. He'll say a few words too.
Thanks, George. Step out a little bit. Hi, everybody. So I'm Chris Nichols. I write a column in Los Angeles Magazine where I answer questions about historic places and try to guide people toward these treasures. But 25 years ago, we were here and this restaurant had closed and it was in danger of disappearing. The original owners had sold out. There was earthquake damage from the Northridge earthquake. But 2 years later, it came back. And there were hamburgers under glass and black tuxedoed waiters, and it was a grand night here in 1996. Downey has such incredible mid-century treasures. You've got your Johnny's broiler, your Boss Big Boy broiler down the street. You've got the Carpenter's Apartments. You've got all these great places that we seek out to explain the story of what happened here in Southern California in the 50s and 60s. So Downey is a real pilgrimage for people that want to see this stuff and see this lifestyle, so thank you for keeping it alive. And can you imagine when Alan wrote this nomination, this building was only 30 years old. So that was pretty forward thinking and pretty great. So congratulations for thinking ahead. It's 35 years later, we're back here, it's all still here and things are looking great. So thank you very much for coming. And thank you, Downey Conservancy. Yeah!
All right, guys, thank you so much, guys, for coming out today. I think that's pretty much all we have for this celebration. You guys are more than welcome to stay around for a while, buy stuff from McDonald's, keep this place going for us.